So George, obviously a 24-10 defeat on the weekend. Looking back on that one, what's come out of it?
Yeah, it's a tough game. It was a tough game as it always is. Sail away, tough conditions. They built a lot of pressure and they managed it slightly better than we did. We did have a few opportunities that we didn't take that would have made a bit of a difference, I think, at the moments in the game when we had them. But yeah, ultimately, they executed when they needed to, and we fell short in that area. But look, there was a lot of young players went up there. I thought they did really, really well. I thought physically the boys were outstanding. I thought they went toe to toe. I thought our defence was really good. A couple of areas around our set piece that probably continued on from the Saracens game that we've had to address this week and make sure we're on top of. But yeah, disappointing. We thought we could go up there and do a job, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, that physicality that you mentioned, going up against a team like Sale, probably one of the most physical teams in the league. So to take that away, is at least there are some positives to take from that.
Yeah, we talked about that in the week. The minimum commitment you have to give somewhere like Sale away is you have to be extremely physical. You have to try and outwork Sale. And you have to be relentless with it. And I thought the boys did that. There was not a point in that game where we got outworked or outmuscled. But as I say, there was a few little management pieces, a few decisions we made that would have made a difference, and a couple of little execution pieces. And that's the difference in the game. Like I say, they executed on a couple of theirs and we didn't. So, we're bitterly disappointed with that. We thought we'd be in a better position come the final whistle, but we weren't. And, we lick our wounds and we try and make sure that, especially the things that have carried over for 2 weeks, we need to be better in those areas.
Yeah, you mentioned the 2 weeks. Obviously, 2 defeats in a row, and no one's more hurt sort of than the boys, are they? And more keen to put that right this weekend.
No, we don't take losing lightly at all. So obviously we're very disappointed with the last 2 weeks, and we're always very honest about it. We don't come in and make excuses or shy away from anything. So it's just about getting it out there early, having good conversations. How we're going to solve the problems, particularly the ones that have crossed over for 2 weeks, and get on with solving it and getting ready for Bath.
And how's training been this week? Obviously, you don't need much motivation when it comes to Derby week, do you?
No, I think Gloucester Bath is a brilliant tradition. They're sort of the most look forward to games in the calendar. Both sides. Both good Derby days. Both will be loud. Obviously this is our home one, so we're excited about it. But yeah, we don't need much motivation. The boys are in a good spot. We know what we're trying to do. We know how we're trying to do it. They're working hard, and good to see a few more faces in this week. And nice to have a few more bodies in the building.
Yeah, you mentioned those faces there. How good is it to have nearly a full squad back in the building?
Yeah, it's great. We gave our lads some time off to recover and spend some time with their families and come back in fresh, and they've come back in fresh, and training's been exciting and been good to see those guys. It's always nice when there's some fresh faces back in, and they've got some stories to tell, and catching up with the new bits we're doing here, and yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah, and obviously you mentioned last time out at Kingsholm was unfortunately a loss, so determined to put on a show for the fans again this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. We were very disappointed with that game. I thought, as I said, that week we created a lot and we didn't capitalise on it. So the boys they're definitely set on working very, very hard and trying to get ourselves in those positions and take those moments.
And heading for a sellout as well, so it's going to be a fantastic atmosphere, isn't it?
Yeah, Kingsholm's always a brilliant atmosphere. We love playing here, but as we say, Gloucester Bath is special. It's a very, very old derby, and no doubt both sides of supporters are really looking forward to it.
Cheers, George. All the best.
Thanks a lot.